Okay, let's have a chat and let's see, does anybody have anything they want to add? Does anybody, were they not happy with the answers? I think you put your hand up before. You have something to say, please.
I wasn't happy with the show was great, but there was something that was just really bugging me. And, I'm a young disabled person, and I didn't feel seen on that panel. And, I can see my community constantly going in on themselves and creating spaces for themselves, even though we deserve to be included in a panel like that in Australian society. And I just feel, do better.
No, thank you so much for saying that. Q&A has done disability shows with a focus on that, but we will take that 100% on board for any future youth episodes like this, because I get where you're coming from there. Absolutely.
Yeah, where, like everybody else. And I was just disappointed that I wasn't seen up there.
Yeah, no, we'll take that on board. Thank you so much. Does anybody else have something they want to say? Did they have an opinion? Yes, up the top there. I'm coming to you. In my heels. Oh. I will pass this over because I'm not ever going to be able to reach that far. So you can pass it over, guys. Thank you.
Speaking on the topic of internet anonymity and the points that were raised up, as someone who is part of a marginalized group, specifically with autism, I definitely feel like there is some good to removing anonymity, but there is a whole bunch of privacy that has already been taken away by social media. How much is too much at this point?
All right, well, could anyone else have something to say? Yeah, over here. I'm coming down to you. Were we happy as well with our minister representing tonight? Were we happy with what Amarley had to say? I can hear some yeses. If you have anything to say, if you weren't happy, you were happy. Who had their hand up? Sorry. Put your hand up again. Oh, yes.
As a proud Indigenous person, I wanted to say that, you know how we've been focusing on the Uluru Harder Statement? I've also wanted to make clear that there are other communities out there in the NT that possibly need help as well. Speaking of my own community, Wadia, also known as Port Keats, that place has been going on with violence for about as long as I can remember. I feel like we need to do something about that.
What do you think should be done? Like, do you think that government should be doing something in particular?
Yes, the government has been trying to help, but it's not doing enough. They've taken out military out there, but it's still going on. I don't know what to do about it, but one day I would like to fix something in that area.
Thank you. I hope maybe you can also be part of the change, and, that was kind of the message at the end there, was like, everybody, if you're interested potentially in politics, I don't know, maybe you could make some changes as well in the future. Yes.
Hi. I was just wondering, as a fresh 18-year-old, the first thing I'll be voting in is the referendum. And I think that I'm not as educated on it as I would like to be, But I found that in listening to this, I got a little bit combative, and I obviously, and I think many people here, want to make the best and most educated decision to really, support this demographic and this community that we, owe so much to, and we need to do that. And I think that I found it a little bit, confusing. I'm not quite sure, where to go with that, because, there was many different opinions, and the opinions were both in interest of this community, right? So yeah, I just would wonder where you would access, good educational resources on that to how is my first thing voting? And,
I've got an answer for you. It's called BTN. No, but seriously, we do some good stories. You could check them out. You could start there, I don't know. But no, yeah, education is extremely important. All right, I'm coming around to you. Getting my steps up here. All right, I think I saw you first. Pass it down.
Hi. So I actually wasn't really happy with the results of the poll relating to technologies in the classroom. It's not necessarily about phones in the classroom. It's more about technology for neurodivergent students who genuinely need headphones or something else to help them actually learn.
Have you got a phone ban at your school?
Yeah, kind of. It's very lax.
Your teachers are just like,
It's not even about phones. Like, sometimes we get told off for wearing headphones in class, and I understand that in a level of, like, you want your classroom to be listening to you, but it's just like sometimes a lot of my friends and even me, sometimes I really struggle to actually concentrate in class doing my homework and having like so many noises around, and I feel like headphones or the ability to wear headphones during class would be actually so beneficial for so many students, not even neurodivergent ones, just any students in general. And I feel like the poll results should have been so different, like compared to what I actually saw, and I wasn't really happy with that. And I just wanted to say, I'm kind of disappointed.
take it up with the people online.
Yeah. Come on.
Thank you. Okay, up the back. I'm passing it to you.
Thank you. I wanted to start off by acknowledging your struggles. I do think regarding the phone ban that there should be exceptions because, you know, as a community, we all face different struggles. However, I feel like as a younger generation, we have certainly felt the effects of technology that have been particularly negative. People do have shorter attention spans. People do struggle to focus in class. I go to a school that has had quite a highly successful phone ban. And I think it's, you know, done a lot of reform on meaning that we can fully focus on our education in school.
Have you found that you communicate more with the people around you? Because I've had that, people have said that to me before when I've gone to schools and talked to them about phone bans, that they're having conversations. Is that something you think is important and you've experienced?
Most
at recess,
definitely,
at lunch?
yeah. You never have the issue of just being in a conversation with someone and they pick up their phone and because they got a text message or they've got someone to call. It's very face-to-face, and particularly after the struggles we've faced with COVID, I think that's something we need to focus on as a generation.
Great. Alice, did you say something to me? Did you say wrap it up? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh, yeah, all right, one more. Lucky last. I hate the choices. It stresses me out. I'm going to go to you.
We just wanted to say as a school that you are our childhood, and we just wanted to say such a big thank you for being in our classrooms in primary school, and also is there a chance we could bring ABC3 back?
Everyone's going to think, because that was the last question, that was planned. It wasn't. I didn't plan you. And hey, we still have ABC Me. That's ABC3. You're not a fan of the branding. Moving on. Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. I have had such a fun time. I hope you have too. I hope it's been educational and interesting and engaging. Let's do it again sometime. Thanks, everybody.